Welcome all you +2 common modifiers back to the stream. Welcome back to Solving the Witness, a laid-back, annotated look at Jonathan Blow's The Witness, where we try to uncover the deep underlying meaning and possibly puzzle number 666. We are currently exploring the quarry, so we go back to my live stream already in progress. Oh. That makes my life easier. Cool. Alright, so suns have to be paired together, but I leave one out for that cancel rule. Done. Do it again. Together, cancel rule. What? What's your problem? It's right here. Huh. Oh, interesting. So it canceled out one of them, and then it made it so that there's only two. Cool. All right. So pairs. So boom, boom, boom. Loving it. Still a problem. Interesting. There's an even number of both, right? No, there's an odd number of orange. I just misread. All right. So this done. Maybe the color of this matter? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't like it because I'm actually satisfying the rule because green is with green and orange with, or purple is with purple. I'm colorblind today. I don't know why this isn't working. Maybe I have to link them up like this. There we go. Because it's a color, it counts as a sun. Interesting. Boom. 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 That should work. Yes. Bang. Bang. No, okay, I've misread that really badly. So if I do this, no, if I do hip, no, I can't split up the last one now. Hoop, and then, oh, I did it again. I made this exact same problem before. Yeah, I'm getting it. Oh boy. Okay, so I know from looking at this that I have to do the shapes correctly. No getting around that. Because I have to use the ignore rule to get rid of a sun. So I kind of feel like I have to do this. No. Hey, ooh, this is harder than I thought. So, and yeah, they're... Oh. That's what it is. All right, so it's 4 across and then 3 up somewhere. Where's... So it's... Yeah, it's like this. Boom. I'll explain this one once it's done. All right. These two suns got separated. These two suns got separated, so we had the happy pairs. This one was left out, so it did the cancel rule. The 4 across is right here, and the 3 up is right here. Awesome. Similar idea here. Ooh, no, we have to cancel a shape this time because the suns are properly, or there's an even number of suns. So, just like that, and like this. All right, so these suns are separated, these two suns are separated happily into pairs. Here's the 4 across, and I canceled the 3 up. Boom. Thanks, Matt. I hope this is a fun experience listening to me solve stuff. This has been a philosophy light episode. Oh, there's more. Okay, once again, we know that it's the sun that's the issue. So there's the 3 up. Here's your 3. Ooh, this is tough. The sun is the issue. So we know that we have to use the shapes. Okay, so we have to use the shapes. So here's your 3. 1, 2, 3. Cross will be here. Right? And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, but we gotta. This is tough. 3 across, 3 up, 3 across. That's it right there, baby. Here's your 3 across. Here's 3 other 3 across. Here's 3 down. Cancel rule cancels the sun. Got to cancel the sun again. Which I think is 3 across, 3 up, 3 across, include the sun. Oh no, because I didn't match these guys up. That's a problem. Okay. Interesting. I gotta cancel the sun because it's odd numbers. So I feel like that has to be the first move. This has to be the second move. But now I've screwed it. So maybe I do something like this. Boom. Yeah, alright. Suns are in the same house together. The other sun gets canceled by that. 3 across, 3 down, 3 across. Blam. Okay, even number of suns. I think it's... Oof. We gotta cancel out a shape. I know I have to cancel out a shape. So I could just like rope one of these in like that, right? And then be like, here's your 3 across and here's your 3 down, like that. And then, oop. No, I didn't include it right. Didn't include it right. That's me. That's your bad. So this has to be your 3 up. No, it doesn't. It can't even. This has to be the 3 across. No, it can't even. Maybe that's the one we gotta get rid of. Because if I do this, blam, 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 and then I go up like this, I think I just did it. Yes, 3 across, 3 across. These 2 suns are separated together. These 2 suns are separated together. Cancel rule cancels out the tall 3. Haboosh. Now we can go all the way back up here. What is this one now? Right? Oh. I definitely saw the end of a line there. So I think it wants to be... It's definitely not where it's supposed to be. Stick it somewhere in the middle, maybe, like, yeah, this works. Maybe here. This kind of could work. Stop there. Okay, cool. Then, because this is the start of it, I need the ramp to go over there. This moves the ramp. I need the ramp in the first position, so I need to do this. Get on over there. Blammo! Are there footprints in the sawdust? No. Ooh, this is an interesting thought. Like, I should like, I'm having no impact on this, like, dust here. Maybe I'm a ghost. Like, as silly as that is to say, maybe I'm a ghost. This is just me as a player feeling like I haven't said something interesting in a while, so I'm proposing the idea that I'm a ghost. Basically what I'm saying is there's dirt on the ground and I don't leave footprints. But something we've already covered many, many times is the only thing you can interact with are lines and audio clips, but that's something else. But if it's not a panel or an environmental puzzle, you can't interact with it. So you can't bend blades of grass, you can't move panels around. Everything is done through the lines. So it wouldn't make sense for me to leave footprints here. You don't leave footprints in the sand, you don't leave footprints in the snow at the top of the mountain. I don't really have any evidence that I'm a ghost. This would imply some sort of afterlife. It's too cliche, I guess, for me to really entertain this as a theory that this is some sort of afterlife, that this is heaven, hell, purgatory. This is all just too lost for me, so I apologize for bringing it up, but it was something that when I heard myself saying it, I was like, I gotta address this. I don't think I'm a ghost. Like, I don't have a body. I'm able to interact through these panels, but I can't interact with anything else other than, like, the audio things. Alright, I think we can go to the top now. I think, if I remember correctly, I also missed a thing over here. I want to hit that really quickly. Can I get this guy? Oh, is that not good enough? What's wrong with that? Oh wait, does it link up? It does link up. Look how cool this one is. Oh, into the reflection, going under the bridge. Because I don't ever want to feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. Heck yeah. I think there's one with these rocks too. Yeah, you see that one? Hiding in plain sight. Hey, it looks like that one's also reflected in the river, and it is. Hey, just want to jump in to say something real quick, because I don't bring it up, but it's really clear in this shot, and I think it's worth talking about. Here I solve 3 different environmental puzzles. The reflection under the bridge, the rock cliff and the rock into the water. And each time you see that kind of like glittery stuff pop out, and you can actually see it go into the obelisk that's right in the background. That seems very purposeful. Like, this is one of the spots where you can truly see where the glitter is going and what the obelisk is there for. So you can actually see it go into the obelisk. Now, I've been told that if you solve the obelisk, it changes colors. And when it changes colors, it just kind of happens instantaneously. So this would be one of the best vantage points to solve an obelisk and watch that transformation happen. But it's kind of just like a click. It's a sprite being replaced with another sprite that's a different color. So I think it's important that the game is showing us here, like, this is where your glitter is going. It's your colorful glitter goes into the black stack of tires and something happens. What its exact purpose is, still working on it. But I thought it was interesting that you could actually see the process here. So I wanted to just give it a shout out.
That's interesting. Maybe that's the boat. Okay. Let's get back up. Uh-oh. I've trapped myself. There's another one in this river, but I could be wrong. All right. This is so interesting to me. Because, like, the door's always been here. Like, it's not like the door's a new construction piece to this. So why would you have this vent land, like, where somebody walks in? Like, someone's going to die, and by the looks of this, something bad went through the vent and broke everything. Maybe that's just my own, like, story of what I think's happened here. What is this vent? Like, because this is the chimney, right? Yeah, because we saw in here, like, this is where they baked bricks. So, like, it's just bad gas coming down? Like, I don't know. I don't understand the geometry of this building. Because I feel like that's a building for, like, making bricks. Because if you look right here, like, that's an oven, right? Because you bake bricks. And then the smoke would come up out here. You can see how dirty it is right here, spitting out black gunk. So why would you want to vent from that chimney that leads to the door you walk through? It's a poorly designed building is what it is. I think it's laser time. You guys ready for laser time? Ooh, this is a tricky one. Actually, it's not that bad, right? Blammo. You just have to ignore your original instincts. You? Looks like a U. Actually, if I wanted to, this actually has an alternate solution. Because this is equally as correct. If I wanted to. Make it very clearly a Y. That's interesting. I'm really hung up on this idea that the panels spell things, but shoot your laser. How rusty that laser is.
Interesting statement there, player Noah. At that point, I say, look how rusty that laser is. And if you look at the laser box, they are worn. And one thing that I keep saying is that there's no time on the island. Nothing is being affected by weather because the sun doesn't move. It's a thing I repeat. And there's tons of things that are damaged on the island. There are buildings that are crumbled or incomplete. And I kept saying that like it looks like this has been damaged, like someone has attacked it. This is the only, or at least first, evidence that I've discussed here where it looks like it has been worn. It looks like it's not someone purposely trying to damage this item. It's just through wear and tear that this has started to kind of decay a little bit around the edges of these boxes. So this could imply a few things. One, it could in fact imply time, that these boxes are being worn. It could imply that if there is no time and there is no wear and tear on the island, that these boxes came from somewhere else. I want to throw that theory out because every time I talk about how there's no time and nothing gets affected by like the sun, I completely am ignoring the clearly melted panels that are in the boathouse. And three, and this is probably the truth, what this could mean is I'm not the first person to be on the island and do these things. This is something that has been repeated over and over and over again. I am not the first, I will not be the last. That just in people coming here, solving the panels and having this mechanical thing come out and shoot a beam, just doing that long enough is going to chip the paint a little bit. So it's an interesting thought that this is something that's happened many times, that other people have had this experience on the island. And while it is the same puzzles, it is probably not the same experience because every person sees things differently. It's interesting to see the events of the game as not designed for me. Like, in many video games, you are the protagonist. You are Nathan Drake. You are Lara Croft. You are Kratos. This is the story of this character's journey through these events. The wear and tear on this box and the implication that other people are going through the same journey as you means that this is not your personal story. This is a story that many other people have and will also experience. And that level of separation of importance, where it's not, this wasn't designed for you, the main character, the protagonist of this, that you are one of many, is a very interesting idea to kind of take in here. That this was not made for me. This was made for people. And I think that's something good to keep in mind.
So I think all that's left, laser-wise, is the keep and the town. So let's go back to the keep here. Down this way, please. Run into this beam and decapitate myself. That was weird. Look at the blur. I've never seen that before. Usually everything's so solid. Why is that happening? Like that, it's like a weird tear. Huh.
I've looked at this little blur over and over again. This is nothing. It's draw distance. It's just an effect of the game. It's saving on assets and all that good stuff. This is a video game. That happens. Good job.
Weird tear with the shadow. I'm looking for anything. Anything and everything. It could just be a glitch, but I found it interesting. Look at this monolith. I got a lot of these. Looks like I'm missing a handful. Missing 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe? Looks like I'm missing 4. Ooh. For some reason that looked like Slender Man for me for a second with the big long arms. Freaked me out. Huh. Check out the reused asset. Identical, just different size. So what's the word? Congruent? Oh yeah, I never noticed that these are all the same stick. That's the same stick as that stick, as that stick, as that stick. Huh. I mean, it's a video game, but, you know, like I said, looking at everything. I already did that one. Anyway, we're supposed to be getting to the keep. Let me get to the keep here. There's also, I think there's a, yeah, we never actually did this visual Easter egg. Like, there's a girl sitting here. Look at her. She's not really there. It's just that tree, and that makes her hand and stuff like that. But I can insert myself in this scene. Hey, what's up? You give me head scratches? Oh, head scratches. Oh, nice. Kind of take her hand. Take, and then we're holding hands like we're a couple.
This illusion, this visual puzzle really bothers me the more I think about it, because we have put across a theory that basically all of these illusions have one correct way to view them. For example, the woman reaching up out of the cage, that only works from one perspective. You can view it from other perspectives and then it doesn't work, but from that one perspective it works. The man reaching for the Holy Grail, but in the shadow he has it. That works from one perspective when you look at this one way. When it comes to this woman, there's multiple ways to kind of see it. There's, look, there's a woman just kind of hanging out there. And then you see me entering and being part of the illusion. I jokingly say I want head scratches and then I try to hold her hand. In that very first moment where I enter, it kind of looks like my head is tilted down and I'm actually kissing her hand, which is another way to see it. Also, you can kind of see it from up on top of that tower, and that's an entirely new perspective. If we're going with the theory that there is only one correct way to see it, and that these illusions are meant to show an example of people desiring something they don't realize that they have, like the juggler and things like that. What is the correct way to view this? Should my shadow be involved? And if so, where should it be in the illusion? So what is the correct way to solve this? Sound off on this one in the comments below, because I really want to hear your answers for that.
Yay. I know the flower one's like really hard to get. I was trying to get it last time I was here. Like, the purple one's like goofy. I gotta like... Up there, wait, almost had it. Starting to get into focus. There it is. And then I know you can do the same thing with the red flowers. But I forget. Oh, I haven't done that area either. All right, so I feel like I've forgotten about that area many times. You see, it's up. There it is. Almost. I feel like the red ones are like long. What's behind me? Is there like more of a hill? Ugh. See it. Just can't make it line up the way I want. Grumpy grump grump. Alright, back into the keep here. So I was basically at the end of the keep, and I gave up on the final puzzle last time I was here. And as we near the end of another stream, maybe I'll be able to do this one. Excuse me, I want to get in here. Seeing stuff, I'm losing my mind, guys. I also apologize because I always feel like running up the spiral staircase makes me a little barfy. Like there's a weird jitter to it. And this is the one I couldn't do. And I believe... Can we do this? Because obviously, right? I guess I'd already done that. And then there's an issue where I can't actually do this one. So like I have to go back and redo those puzzles differently as to not wrap around structures. Should be able to do this blue one, which it looks like I already did. But I can't do this blue one because it's... So I have to redo this blue one so it like goes up this way, like that. Then I should be able to do this. Anyway.
Hey, so this is another struggle bus sequence. It takes me quite some time to finish this panel. So if you want to skip over that and just get to the point where I've solved it, go to the timestamp on screen now. If not, hang out and watch me suffer. It's up to you, you sadist. Or friend who's there to support me. I shouldn't jump to judge people.
I gotta hit both these dots. I gotta separate white from black. And I gotta make these here shapes. That's where everything falls apart. Oh, I always screwed this up too. There we go. Hit the dots, separated black and white. Now it's all a matter of just making some shapes. I can make this shape pretty easy. I gotta make the L block here and then the 4 block. Ooh, but then I won't be able to come back around. So it also has to... hold on. Ooh, this is rough butts right now. Ooh. All right, let's say this is the 4. No, because that's... Well, if it's touching that, though. Hold on. Just see if there's another way to do this. So I could, in theory, do this. That would let me separate this way. Come out of here. And then let's do, this is coming up here. Wait, this is here, right? Oh no, because it's not straight. It would need to be a piece here. So I'd have to still do this. Then I'd have to still do this. I can never get the 4-piece. I will never get the 4-piece doing it that way. Let's continue to do it this way. This being broken's a problem. Because what I really would like if we come at this a different way, right? Oh, yeah, that's broken. Never get the 4-piece doing it this way. All right. Let's try the logic way. Separated. Oh, and then I run into this problem all the time. It's never gonna fully be separated until I do that. I don't know now. Now what? Yeah, that. I feel like it's tricking me because this is identical to this, right? But like they're the same puzzles. Like that's puzzle is there, but I can't solve it identically because let's try solving it identically just to see what it tells me. If I solve this first part the way I do here, it would be trying to be able to see both here. Like, right. But like the starting point for the next puzzle's here. So you can't try to solve it identically. That's why like I almost want to try. No, yeah, this has to be the end because I can't start with that piece. Because then I won't be able to come back. Could be like this. It's just I'm just kind of playing with it. All right. This seems like the plan, right? No, actually, I think it might need to be the other way. Because if I do it this way, oh, but the problem is, I don't know how I'm going to do the 4 block. Because I want to just do this. But like, look at those 2 wasted blocks right there. Maybe I should, no. Right, okay. But now I can never do the 4 piece. I can never do the 4 piece. Unless I do it like right away. Like this is the 4 piece, okay? And then the 3 piece is on top of it here, maybe? And then where are the other L blocks? Well, one's got to be here. No, I can't. I can't do it that way. Wait. No. Like, I want to be able to just cut here. Like, I want to be able to make this box, but, like, you can't. You can't. You can never come this way and come this way. No, maybe you can. No, you can't. That gives me a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm kind of just assuming this is the 4 block, right? And then you can stick one of these rotating boys right here, okay? Then I need the standard one, which is here, right? But then I would also need this rotated block, which could be here, but it doesn't fit in the shape. 4 block, rotated, non-rotated, and then like it could be this, but then I can't. Let's rotate it a different way, maybe. Like, no, it's got to be a 2. It's got to be like this. I can make it 1 block sooner, but then it's not included. This seems so right. So let's do that. Alright, so then you have to have the non-rotated block next, which would be this. And how can I rotate this last block so it freaking fits? Cannot be done. Cannot be done. Alright, so let's just assume, let's do this then. Alright, let's say there's the 4 block and the non-rotated blocks. I now have 2 rotated blocks to get to where I need to get to. I don't think there's a good way to do it though. Because I could stick it in here and kind of do it like this, but then it's not touching anything. I could stick the 4 block down here. Like, it could end up that the 4 block is this. I now have the room for it. So let's try to paint it with that in mind. Okay, so let's now say that the rotated L block is right here, right? Boom. Then the non-rotated L block is right here. That actually fits it in like super nicely. But the issue is I have to put the 4 block. No, I can put the 4 block lower. So let's rotate another block so it's in here like this, and then this is the 4 block. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to explain this. I had to hit the 2 black dots, which I did. I had to separate whites from blacks, which I did. And then I had to draw all these shapes contained. The first rotated L block starts here. Boom, boom. Then the next the non-rotated L block, this one right here, is right here. Hua, hua. Then this rotated L block is here. And then this 4 block is here. Poof. Do I not get another laser for that? That was really hard. That was really hard for me not to get a laser. Oh. But what a great way to end the stream. There wasn't a lot of philosophy in this one, but there was a whole lot of answering questions. I did this one already, right? Yes, I certainly did.
And that's going to do it for this episode of Solving the Witness. I just want to jump in and talk about what we just saw before I give you your takeaways. First and foremost, I find this puzzle to be very interesting. Now, I've been told, but I couldn't find like a video of this, that you only need to solve one of these. There are 2 like master puzzles here for each side of the keep, and either one of them activates that laser. I don't know anyone that does the other side first, because you enter through the front gate and you have to walk past all that stuff to get to the second side, and I also feel like something doesn't open to the other side until you've done the first part. I could be wrong, I have to look back at the videos, but I would love to hear someone who activated this laser using the other side first. That just, it seems so weird. I also don't see any cables that lead to it. This kind of feels like a bonus puzzle more than it does something that will activate the laser because the laser's activated. I just find this whole area very interesting in that I think they're some of the strongest puzzles in the game. I think that like they require you to kind of think in a different way using the information and rules that you already know. And they create some of the strongest, most interesting environmental puzzles. And, like, lore-wise, this is one of the most confusing and interesting areas of the whole game. This is where all those statues are, where they're underneath, and you can see the preacher speaking and also, like, miserly holding on to all these bags of money. There's so much interesting bits in the back of the keep that you can skip. So I just kind of want to voice to you, why do you think it's set up this way? Why are they keeping such interesting parts away from the player? Keeping in the keep. Also, I'd love to hear someone that did that side first, that did the walking puzzles first before doing the maze puzzles. Love to hear that, because I can't find any. I've looked online, I haven't exhausted the internet, but I've looked and I haven't found anything. So, wanted to touch on that, and now, here are your takeaways for this episode. One, the glitter into the obelisk, the fact that it's viewable. Just wanted to throw that out again. If you have anything to add to that, let me know. Two is the wear and tear on the laser boxes. Do you think that's intentional? It's identical on all of them. It's kind of just what that asset looks like. We talk a lot about video games in this playthrough. I didn't come in and talk about the duplication of the sticks that I talked about in the Let's Play, because I think Player Noah covered that as much as possible. But there's a lot of talk in this episode about the limitations of a video game and how a video game works. And I'm just curious, do you think that plays into how the message of this game is understood? Because you are limited to how video games work. And then whatever this message is, though, Jonathan Blow thought that a video game was the best way to convey this message. Maybe because it only works as a video game, maybe because he's a video game designer and that's what he does. I'm sure most writers think that books are the best way. But I definitely think there's a lot of video game talk in here about design in this episode and just how video games work. So what do you think about the limitations of video games and how the messaging of this game is worked out? Are you a ghost? There's nothing I have to say about that. Please don't add anything more about that. And the shadow of the woman. What do you think the correct way to view that illusion is? Should your shadow be part of the illusion? Should you interact with the art? Or do you think it's a lonely woman? Should you be kissing her hand, holding it, or getting scritches? Let me know in the comments down below. That's going to do it for this episode of Solving the Witness. Be sure to subscribe right here to Plus2 Comedy Gaming. And I'm just going to make a simple plea. Please subscribe if you can, because I think there's something wrong with my subscriber number, because I keep getting notifications that I have a new subscriber and the number doesn't go up. So if you could be super cool and subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And then you'll also get a notification next time we try to solve the witness.